money that increases here is a great day. Except it's not a great day for people in River State. Ooh. Well, I can't imagine being in River State right now. World President Ahmed Tinubu has declared a state of emergency. That is what we all should be concerned about. That's what we'll be talking about on the show today. And it is Wake Up Nigeria that increased from SRTV studio here in London. I have my team. They are there in Asaba. Normally the glowing girl and the gentleman,
Morning.
Benjamin, they are there. Hello, how you guys doing?
Good
Yes,
morning.
very
Hi.
fine. Thank God today.
Nice, nice. And of course, we have a day. We have a day, and we do. Of course, we have the Almighty Vivian from Lagos State. Hi, Vivian.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. So, your president, the Almighty Ahmed Tinubu, had declared a
Our
state of
president.
emergency. Okay, yes, our president. But I'm not there now, so I can run away. Well, in fact, I saw something coming, but I never in my wildest dream. I never in my wildest dream imagine this. Now, I know Ahmed Tinubu could be brave. Is this an act of bravery? Is this leadership? Is it dictatorship? What do people call this? Let's start with Vivian, because Vivian, this is no joke. Is this bravery for you? Is the president being brave? Is the president showing leadership, or is he simply a dictator? Is he playing along party line? That is the question of the day.
Well, in my own opinion, from considering um, observations too from various angles, one, what I see here, it sounds, it looks, it has the feel of everything called dictatorship. And it's also playing along party lines. And it raises questions, the legality of it all. So, in my own opinion, and then there are pictures of the newly installed administrator and Wake himself. It's funny.
That's the picture of the day.
Ironic. It's so funny. It's like a proverb they would say, you're playing the music, we are dancing, but you can't see us. We don't want you to see us dance, but we are dancing to your music. It's really funny. At the end of the day, it still has the feel and the feel of the sound of it, the sight, sound, sight, everything about Wiki. So this is heavy party language, party dancing, as I would call it. And the legality of it all is questionable, very, very questionable.
Well, there's nothing we will not see in the country. I must agree with you. What did you say? Those of Asaba, do you agree with Vivian?
Very well, very well. In fact, this is the picture of the day. In very pidgin English, and we thought it's going to come out to you see, this man with the man who has just been appointed with, as a administrator, is at the bottom of the whole crisis in Rivers State. And this picture now gives a different interpretation to what the president has done. Who has instigated this appointment? Is it this man with the new administrator? These are questions that are begging for answers. He is in the picture once again. It's a dangerous precedent, I must say. But you see, a lot of interpretations have come into whether the president has the powers to do what he has done. I know there have been one or two precedents in the past, especially during Obasanjo's era, but other facts have come in and people have weighed into the whole thing. I don't think this is the end of the whole matter yet.
I can't agree with you more. Maybe we should listen to what the president has to say.
Fellow Nigerians, I feel greatly disturbed at the tone we have come to regarding the political crisis in Rivers State. Like many of you, I have watched with concern the development, with hope that the parties involved will allow good sense to prevail at the soonest. But all that hope borne out without any solution to the crisis. With the crisis persisting, there's no way democratic governance, which we all fought and worked for over the years, can thrive in a way that will redound to the benefit of the good people of the state. The state has been at a standstill since the crisis started, with the good people of the state not being able to have access to the dividend of democracy. Also, it is public knowledge that the governor of Rivers State, for unjustifiable reasons, demolished the House of Assembly of the state as far back as 13th December 2023, and as up to now, 14 months after, now rebuilt the same. I have made personal interventions between the contending parties for a peaceful resolution of this crisis, but my efforts have been largely ignored by the parties to the crisis. I'm also aware that many well-meaning Nigerians, leaders of thought, and patriotic groups have also intervened at various times with the best of intentions to resolve the matter, but all their efforts were also to no avail. Still, I thank them. On February 28, 2025, the Supreme Court, in a judgment in respect to all about 8 consolidated appeals concerning the political crisis in Rivers State, based on several grave unconstitutional acts and the disregard of the rule of law that has been committed by the governor of Rivers State, as shown by the evidence before it, pronounced in very clear terms. And I quote, "A government cannot be said to exist without one of the 3 arms that make up of the government of a state under the 1999 Constitution as amended. In this case, the head of the executive arm of the government has chosen to collapse the legislature to enable him to govern without the legislature as a despot. As it is, there is no government in Rivers State," and I quote. The above pronouncement came after a catalog of judicial findings of constitutional breaches against Governor Siminalayi Fubara. Going forward in their judgment, and having found and held that 27 members of the House who had allegedly deflected, and I quote, "are still valid members of Rivers State House of Assembly and cannot be prevented from participating in proceedings of that House by the 8th respondent, that is the governor, in cohort with 4 members," and unquote. The Supreme Court then made some orders to restore the state to immediate constitutional democracy. These orders include the immediate passing of an appropriation bill by the Rivers State House of Assembly, which up to now has not been facilitated. Some militants had threatened fire and brimstone against their perceived enemies of the governor, who has up to now not disowned them. Apart from that, both the House and the governor have not been able to work together. Both of them do not realize that they are in office to work together for the peace and good governance of the state. The latest security report made available to me show that between yesterday and today, there have been disturbing incidents of vandalization of pipelines by some militants without governor taking any action to curtail them. I have, of course, given stand order to the security agencies to ensure safety of lives of goods people of Rivers State and the oil pipeline. With all this and many more, no good and responsible president will stand by and allow the grave situation to continue without taking remedial steps prescribed by the Constitution to address the situation in the state, which no doubt requires extraordinary measures to restore good governance, peace, order, and security. In these circumstances, having soberly reflected on and evaluated the political situation in Rivers State, and the governor and deputy governor of Rivers State, having failed to make a request to me as president to issue this proclamation as required by Section 305, Paragraph 5 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, it has become inevitably compelling for me to invoke the provision of the Section 305 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State with effect from today, 18th March, year 2025, and I so do. By this declaration, the governor of Rivers State, Mr. Similaye Fubara, his deputy, Mrs. Ngozi Odu, and all elected members of the House of Assembly state are hereby suspended for an initial period of 6 months. In the meantime, I hereby nominate Vice Admiral Eboket Ibas, retired, as administrator to take charge of the affairs of the state in the interest of the good people of Rivers State. For the avoidance of doubt, this declaration does not affect the judicial arm of Rivers State, which shall continue to function in accordance with their constitutional mandate. The administrator will not make any new laws. He will, however, be free to formulate regulations and may be found necessary to do his job, but such regulations will need to be considered and approved by the Federal Executive Council and promoted by the President for the state. This declaration has been published in the Federal Gazette, a copy of which has been forwarded to the National Assembly in accordance with the Constitution. It is my fervent hope that this inevitable intervention will help to restore peace and order in Rivers State by awakening all the contenders to the constitutional imperatives, binding on all political players in the Rivers State in particular and Nigeria as a whole. Long live a united, peaceful, secured, and democratic Rivers State in particular, and the Federal Republic of Nigeria as a whole. God bless you all for listening. Thank you.
All right. We have to give credit to Channels. Let's bring me back. Credit to Channels for we got a video from them, and yeah, they've been one on ground. I know NT were there too, so thank you. It's a national broadcast, so we have to tap into that. Of course, not every one of us will be a privilege to go into that. That's why, and I think it's an important content. Thank you, Channels, for this. So credit to them for that beautiful. Listen, for information, this is the man in question, the new administrator of Rivers State, Admiral, retired. I don't want to call his name. Listen, that is the president. He has spoken. He has given his reasons. Yeah, why I am a little bit sentimental. I don't like. I don't think I agree with this judgment. I don't understand the rationale behind it. Sometimes I'm a stupid person. How can I understand? Maybe President Tinubu is the one that knows it all. Well, in his infinite judgment, he has passed that judgment, and the people of Rivers State do not have the choice but to live by it. One of the implications, though, as we take a look at this one, one of the headlines, which is very good, I'd like to tap it from Guardian. Guardian is saying that the Rivers explosion may cost 35.3 million US dollars lost daily. Kai. That explains why the Minister of Petroleum / the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Ahmed Tinubu, has invoked that section of the 1999 Constitution as amended. You know, Nigeria don't have to quote it. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Get out of the office. Now we have you as the new governor. People of Nigeria, it is a day to remember. It is one of those days history is in the making, and it has been well made by Ahmed Tinubu today. All we're going to say is thank you, Mr. President, for your timely, for the president to tell us that he has intervened and nobody listened to him. What a liar you can be. You must have called them 1 or 2 times. This man is with you. That's my own opinion now. This Baba, who have been disrupting the place, and I don't know what we're coming to him. One day, I can't wait to see the day that this man will fall. I am saying it. Sorry, sir. In fact, your downfall is very near. I don't know whether you understand God. I'm going to say this to you guys. Have you ever seen anybody that is so famous that live long? I'm talking now. For those of you on this platform, name one person that is really, really famous that will live up to 60 years old. Meaning, if you live up to 60 years old, you are not a successful person. No best. Why did you say that? Not true. Michael Jackson, Michael Jackson, I live long past. Bob Marley, how many years was he when he died? How many years when they kill Jesus Christ? You cannot be famous. You cannot be over famous and live long. Now, only one I talk, now my observation. Not be mid-bar. I saw it be. Your gra is too much. But finally, it's like he has won. This is his right-hand man. The West come from Tinubu, but it's actually coming from Wike. How powerful can Wike be in Nigeria today? I want to hear from Evelyn, because Evelyn, I don't know. You are the young people in this new generation. How can this be happening, Evelyn? And let's hear the young woman voice. What is going on? Okay, I sorry, I mute your call because you people were talking behind me. Go on, sorry, let me hear you now. Yeah, Emily.
I said with everything going on, we're really confused. We don't know where we are heading at the moment. If they are trying to drive us back to the military rule, then it will be a serious battle in Nigeria, because we are so confused right now with the democratic system. What about the people's interests? Did they elect this? Did the Rivers people accept this man, or we don't have a say anymore with governance? Are we still in democratic system?
The president said it's restoring peace. Don't worry. Emily, the president said there's no peace. It's restoring peace. Don't forget, he's the Minister of Petroleum. His pipeline has been vandalized. The Minister of Petroleum has acted because they vandalized his pipeline. Let us understand. This is the Minister of Petroleum.
People are asking questions. We want to know.
As the Minister of Petroleum is speaking, not the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria might be more reasonable. But when you touch the minister's asset, that is any daily money, he will act. How can you blame the minister? That's the Minister of Petroleum speaking.
There've been issues with illegal mining for a very long time now.
I know, my daughter. You know what is so funny? Are these guys not
because
worried?
With cases like this, that might have been one of the reasons. Yeah.
Are they not worried that the khaki boys are there? That they may come one day? Because there's a place you push children to the wall, they're going to ask. Tinubu, you've been able to suppress the young people coming out on the streets. Now they are scared because they know you're going to shoot at them. But there are some other young people in the barracks. I'm not saying they may come. They may come in Jesus' name. Because when a military, this is what happened. They said you cannot get into power when you are elected into power. But when you steal the vote and you get into power, when you're elected, I mean, to be elected,
that's a big question.
yes, I can be president. You need to be elected. We elect our governor. But what if you steal the votes?
Yes.
Is that not equal to a coup? So there
And
could
the
be a
court,
civilian.
and the court say you didn't steal the vote. What do you do?
So today there are different kind of coups in Nigeria. What happened today is a civilian man telling to you are not qualified to run the affairs of your state. And because I'm the Minister of Petroleum, my petroleum is at stake. Get out of there. Let me put somebody who can protect the petroleum. Because it's about protecting the petroleum. There's no civilian who can handle this. It's only a rear admiral that can do this. In Jesus' name. We're gonna be looking at we're gonna observe this, and President Tinubu, I'm gonna be your worst enemy. The time will come, because if this is how you're gonna run the country, then we have a problem. Now, people of Rivers,
A big problem.
they have to say, and those of you who were dancing, Wike must surrender to Wike must do this. Is this in the interest of the people of Rivers State? You see, everything I always ask is my simple question. What interest is the people of Rivers State here? President Tinubu come to speak as the Minister of Petroleum. He has not spoken for the people of Rivers State. Because people are not dying in rivers. They are not dying. There is no state of emergency. What is wrong? Is there riot on the street? The only thing that prompted this action is now there's vandalization. So the Minister of Petroleum has spoken. May God help us. That young girl came out yesterday.
This,
Go on.
yes, this might just be the beginning, because I understand that a lot of people have opposed the president's declaration. They say he doesn't have the powers to do what he has done. Now, let me quote from what the president of the Nigerian Bar Association, Afam Osigwe, he came up with a statement. Yes, the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) has asked the National Assembly to reject any unconstitutional attempt to ratify the removal of Fubara as governor of Rivers State. The NBA said President Tinubu's suspension of Fubara is illegal and a dangerous affront to the country's democracy. According to the NBA, a declaration of emergency does not automatically dissolve or suspend elected state governments. The Constitution does not empower the president to unilaterally remove or replace elected officials, as such actions amount to an unconstitutional usurpation of powers or a fundamental breach of Nigeria's federal structure. That is the statement from the president of the Nigerian Bar Association. So there are in the next few days, we'll see the actions that people will be taking to either support what the president has done or to go to court. But nowadays we don't know what the court will say. But this is what the president of the NBA has said, that it has happened in the past and they got away with it, but doesn't mean that it will always be like that. So in the next few days, we will see how the whole thing plays out.
And I really want to, and in fact, see, this is where today I am happy. When I said for evil to exist, righteous people are busy doing nothing. Today, the Nigerian Bar Association has risen. They've done what they're supposed to be doing. Because for president to misbehave, these people would have been quiet. Now they're gonna kick his ass. You understand? And that is how you're gonna get this done. And this is what they have said. This is according to Punch anyway this morning. Said the Nigerian Bar Association, like what you rightly said, has faulted the declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State by President Ahmed Tinubu, describing the move as unconstitutional and a dangerous precedent for Nigeria. Very important. Very, very.
Yes.
So any president tomorrow, when you see that your ministry is being tampered with, like the petroleum ministry, if this is happening in the north, where they be killing it, President Tinubu could not declare state of emergency in those states. They're kidnapping us every day. The president could not declare state of emergency. There's no electricity. There's hunger in the land. You couldn't declare state of emergency. What is happening in Rivers State that we're on state of emergency? Are they killing on the street in Rivers? And the people fighting is constitutional torso, is the House of Assembly and the governor. And the truth is, you know who is instigating it. Let's put that aside. Let's treat the matter for what it is. These people are arguing. And then it's a matter of the court. The court has pronounced a judgment. The court did not say. If the court said, based on this, you should be removed, why is the court not passing judgment? Why is the president? A matter that has been in the court could not pass judgment and say, okay, Fubara, you must leave office because you betrayed you. Because it's the court that will interpret this. Who is President Tinubu to interpret the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria better than the court? How can the president be wiser or be, in fact, this is shameful. Very shameful. And I'm happy that
the lawless country.
No, but what will happen is people will revolt. This tank you see now, this loss is going to cost more and more. And that is the thing. The only way you help Nigerian government is when you touch the oil. You know, for those of you who are not aware, those people who are watching from far, they may not have a clear understanding of what we're dealing with here. In our area, in the Niger Delta, they contracted only one big contract to one man. The Tita, that is Tompolo. He's the one that protects the oil for them.
Mm-hmm.
He gets 4 billion naira every month for protecting the Nigerian oil for them. And I said, Tompolo, you see, history go judge you. Because now you are protecting something that belongs to you for them. And I don't even have a problem with that. But who are you fighting, really? You see, because they know that the people that is producing this oil are not benefiting. So you now force them to. The only time you see a Nigerian government react is when something touches the oil. I promise you, if this is happening anywhere else, then they go say, what do you consider? But as soon as he touched the Minister of Petroleum, this is that's what I said. The Minister of Petroleum has just spoken. People are dying in this is a country where sometimes I say, where's the government? You know, when people tell me that people care that even in Abuja, that they see security, maybe it's not here, then they will come and they will give letter that security that bandits are coming to take this whole area, and they will really come and go. No state of emergency.
Yeah, they will call for state of emergency. But immediately there is oil explosion, there's trouble in the state.
You know what I want to say to them? Oboriwori should be worried. Any PDP governor should be worried. Now, Robert talker, you know, people take me talker where. If I be PDP governor, I'm going to worry. But PDP will not be. PDP leadership not there. They allow this to happen till now. As we speak, the man,
protested,
this Baba is still carrying.
He protested the PDP.
It's a CA carrying member of the PDP. Now, what is the wisdom behind it? Maybe you guys can explain to me a little bit. How can PDP keep Wike till tomorrow? Because they don't see anything wrong with it. At least the first thing you do is to strip this man. Since you said you are no more, Wike has been disorganizing the PDP for long now. If you continue,
They say if you should have issue with Wike, then you are finished. He seemed to be a strong man, like the boss on top other bosses.
Wike is
I would
powerful.
say
No story about that one. The guy is powerful.
very powerful.
He's
What
a
gives him
user.
the power? Is it money?
No,
The
they
nuisance. I would rather say nuisance.
when you're in users, it's a political users, but he's using it well to his advantage until they will put him in prison, because Wike is going to end up in prison. I can predict that. He's going to prison. Because Wike will end up in prison. This is your law you study. It's going to end up in prison. Because there's no way when a parallel government or another government will not take over, Wike will be number one target too. I remember what Goodluck said. I want him dead or alive. You understand? That's what you're gonna hear. They want you dead or alive. This was happening. I can remember, you guys know I'm talking from. It's not. I can't prove it, but I remember when Goodluck was trying to be president. People like Demi Bonidi were stopping him. When he came to power, he said, "I want him dead or alive." It happened. No.
Yes.
The day will come. They will want you dead or alive. We're gonna come back to this matter because if I say Ned, Ned doesn't go on. No, we could bring this woman back. But what I'm so happy is at least the Nigerian Bar Association, they've come back and they've spoken. Let us see the problem we have. This is why we said there should be credible opposition. The PDP are not even having a voice in the house, so they cannot even oppose anything. Is it the man who when they don't leave Natasha alone, now will call oppose president? The young girl said yesterday, "You are a terrible president." Now somebody they kill her. She didn't insult you. He said, "Sir, you are a terrible president. You've exhibited it, but in the most obvious manner today. This is terrible." If they were to be fighting in Rivers State, there is war in Rivers State. That then you can understand state of emergency. What is it says? Why did we have this state of emergency, for God's sake? For what? May God help us. Anyway, Wike, you are the winner now. One day the tide they turn.
Again.
He's celebrating now. He has succeeded.
There will be a day.
There was a remark from somebody who said, well, he didn't mind. He doesn't mind what has happened so far. But his only regret is that Wike was not also suspended along with them. That is his own regret. That he ought to have suspended Wike along with the other people.
We'll come back to this matter. All the headlines will be looking at it together with us today. But let us look at one issue before we come back to it, because this is going to be dominating thing. Apparently, Ned, Wike, I call her well. You know when Ned calls Wike one time, Wike said, Wike called Ned a pedophile. You know, say that man, Wike math not good though. He said, what is that pedophile saying? You understand? Apparently, Ned, don't be call you now. Wike talker. Don't be me. I mean, that's why I hear him. Allegedly. So Ned has something to tell us. He said they should do something to the Nigerian media.
An attack on these platforms is a call for equity and fairness. It's a demand for respect and recognition of Nigeria's status as a global leader in digital engagement. In furtherance of our commitment to a structured and accountable digital space, this bill also mandates all bloggers operating in Nigeria to have an office that is verifiable in any of the capital cities across the country. They must keep proper records of the employees and belong to recognized national bodies, which shall have its headquarters in Abuja. We cannot continue to have a situation where individuals operate anonymously, spreading information mostly false, without any structure or accountability. Just like tradition. Mr. President, this bill, national media houses, bloggers must be properly registered and regulated to ensure professionalism, transparency, and responsibility in their operations. Mr. President, and my colleagues, I urge all to support the passage of this bill. It's a bold step towards ensuring that Nigeria's digital space is not only vibrant, but also fair and just for all stakeholders.
But bloggers are slightly different because they can do their business from their bedrooms, they can do their business from their cars, they can do their business from the plane, anywhere they are.
They are your nightmare.
So I think the best thing is for a bill to go for second reading, and after the second reading, while we are at a public hearing, a lot of people could be invited to make their inputs. I'm very certain that by the time it comes back to us for possible passage
Media houses
into law, it definitely would have been different and much more streamlined. But at least the general idea is there, and his job was just to provide the general principles. It will be into law. It definitely would have been different and much more streamlined. But at least the general idea is there, and his job was just to provide the general principles. It will be.
When we see men, when we see this will not be purified, this is an adulterous. Did I say that? The way I keep quiet.
I'm in a way in support.
The way I keep quiet. What did I? My mouth was about to say something very stupid. Let me keep my mouth shut. I leave the floor to you guys. You see, in these days of citizen journalism,
I'm in a way in support of men.
the only people that give checks and balances, the only reason why that young girl voice was heard, you're telling us that you want them to be registered. Well,
No, we had an Android phone.
then you get problem.
It's an impossible bill.
In fact,
It's
I
impossible.
said, what has been hidden from the wise and the prudent?
Well, yes, like the Senate president.
Yes, go on. Well, listen, Benjamin.
What the Senate president said, it has to be fine-tuned. I think what Ned actually wants is companies like Facebook, TikTok, and the rest. They should have their headquarters in Nigeria, not abroad. That is
Name it. Tell us, these are not bloggers. Facebook is not a blogger. Madam, okay, Facebook is not a blogger.
Yes.
Twitter is not a blogger.
Yes.
Those are platforms. Do you have one? In fact, they are not discussing progressive issues in the Senate.
Yes.
Nigeria should be ashamed that as of today, look at, let me tell you what happened. America, they have their own WhatsApp. What did China do? They came up with TikTok. Facebook was making a lot of money. Now Chinese is making their own TikTok. Which one is for Nigeria? I'm gonna tell you one. That is not the business of this Senate. No, this Senate are not, they don't care. They have to take the beautiful women. That is what our senators do. They love the babes. Like that decrease. But we like them. And why not? We get problem. Because if we are facing with the true challenges, this beautiful Senate, this intelligent man, need a lawyer qualified by all definition to come to the Senate and tell us his major problem is how to regulate citizen journalism. Because that's what you're saying is you call them, these are citizen journalism. That's the language for them.
Maybe he really got badly heated by what happened on social media concerning him, his name flying, allegedly his news going around, the way bloggers
you know what
He did not remarry.
He did not marry. He was telling the blogger.
Another wife.
Yes, so
He was
No, when they came up with the issue of Chika Ike, that he might be responsible for her pregnancy.
Yes.
So the news going round that he might be responsible for the pregnancy and all that. He wasn't finding it funny. The way blogs were saying a lot of things. It was spreading widely. So I felt he got really touched by that. He said hardly.
But they give the guy credit to at the age. If you still a shoot like that.
But in a way, I do support him in a way, because the way bloggers are going these days, because of views and all that.
Freedom of expression.
And spread false news.
No, I agree. But
go at the essence of
go to court.
The one hurting them are not the false news. If somebody says something that is lie about you, what do you care? Very dark man is their problem.
You go to
they always use
is their number one problem.
They always use allegedly.
You want very dark man to have an office in Abuja? Very dark man office is worldwide. You see, these are, you don't understand. The thing is World Wide Web. You see, that's the thing. World Wide Web. They don't need your office anywhere.
www.
When you say World Wide Web, that web, you don't know what to be web. That is, they are connected. You understand? They don't need to have an office. They are connected around the world. Deal with it. It's beyond Nigeria. And these kids are the only reason we know what is happening in the country. That young girl came out yesterday because of them. Otherwise, we will never hear. Until now, only what BBC tell us, or what NTA tell us, that's what we have. That was the news we were fed with. Only what on traditional radio play. Today, we are able to run Srtv online. Credit to the new technology. They get to deal with it. It's called World Wide Web. Anybody that is spreading the false news will fail, because at the end of the day, you know what? I was at the ministry when this guy was there. You know, one of his biggest problems the day of our liar. You know, when President even tell you, say, I'm not a liar like your minister. The liar was saying that the problem is the lies that the social media are saying. Then I said to him, sir, why don't you counter it? All I will do is, if you give, people are not stupid. If you give us the right news, we will be able to filter the good from the bad. The government is not giving any news at all. Have you seen any good news coming from NTA? If you're looking for news now, where do you go? No, let's be honest. Today, Nigerians, if you are looking for news in Nigeria, where do you go? Is that all that you go? And sometimes you go to the ones which are not true. You go to
the private media.
Yeah, you're on mute. Unmute yourself, Vivian.
Yes. You go online to search.
You go online. So that is to tell you that we no more. The power will be taken from this, but you want to take it back. Meaning you want to cage the press. You can cage those people you give envelope. You know that these days, these young people, they don't have respect for us. Because we collect envelope, we say different things. A traditional media will go and give award to a failing governor. Because they're going to get the good envelope. Now the young people
are you mellow it down?
Yes. Now they are not having it. They say it as it is. Even sometimes I open the social media. When I'm with friends, I'm afraid to open my social media, because sometimes it's just a Nigerian woman trying to open leg. That's how they get views. That is annoying. That if you get to social media, sometimes you'll be crying. But in terms of this news, if I'm looking for news, I will not even look to channels. Because I know channels will report, they will be more traditional. I want somebody who will say it as it is, raw. Okay, the news of this young girl, where did you find it? The young girl that cried out yesterday. Was it on channels?
Online.
Was it on NTA? Where did you find it? Was that a credible news? Was it a false? Is that what Ned is trying to cage? Because
on social media.
Huh? We have an incident yesterday. On Ned, what I'm saying here, is it a lie? Cage us. Well, I'm a registered company. No, I can't say that. I have offices. But what we're saying is, you cannot stop young people from using the instrument they have now to correct the ills in the society. That is what journalism was meant to be. But you bought the few ones with money, and you can't blame them. These guys cannot pay salaries if they don't collect envelopes. News media will fall out because the whole envelope is in your hands. The one you give envelope is the one you go and write this and I pay you. Go and write this and I pay you. So we no more go there. Nobody read Nigerian newspapers. If I pick papers now, I know the one I'm going to read. If I pick Guardian, I know I'm going to get some credible business news. And I'll go. I select the one that wastes my time. Sometimes I want to go and read the Daily Trust because I know what Daily Trust is going to give to me. One side. I know where. So I know I've been able to filter them. If I want to see the raw news, I go to I go on my social media. Maybe my group said, will give me some of them are fake, but they give me the best of the best. And that's when you hear some really sound opinions that the newspaper will not have. What I have on my own community group, I don't think newspaper have them. Because you have some people who are just expressing their deep thoughts. And many times I learn from it. What is wrong with that? Because they're complaining that you are taking a young woman.
Yes.
If I know, you should be proud because not every man of your age can still shoot. If they say you give me one belly, be proud. I give her. So what? Not be you, do. The women like who they feel they shoot, so then they just pretend wrong. They like who they shoot for back. I mean, we not see the story of this guinea man.
Because everyone to be accountable, whatever they say. Yes, the guinea man, he has record of every woman.
Okay, but he tried. He's a strong man.
Yeah.
Not everybody can perform like that guy. When they talk now, can you do what the guy is doing? You see, sometimes the guy became a hero. The women were looking for him. They want to have the experience. He wasn't raping them. They wanted that experience. Come on, man. Anyway, we're going to leave that for another day. What I'm saying is, Ned should be proud of who he is. That he's able to see. Yeah, I mean, I always say something. Ned, you made money. If the essence of making money is not to enjoy with women, if you not force them, Nigeria is not against you. You understand? If this woman were not to be a married woman, I don't think they will kill you, sir. But like I said, I'm not even against you for liking the beautiful Natasha. You understand? Don't oppress her in the process. If you say no, leave her alone. If you say yes, the ones when he say yes, we hear. The one we are telling us now, when they drop, you know how many times the senators succeed? Let me tell you one thing. I have a guy in Belgium. The story is not something we should be saying on this day, but I will just say it in a mild way. Every morning, you know what he do? He go and knock on people's door. When people want to work, like this time now, the man has gone to work. When I did what I want to talk, the man don't go work. He will come and knock. If a woman open, he will ask her, "Do you want that thing?" You know, they just insult him. You know. And so he was doing that. So one day he got to this place and he knocked and the woman was just looking at him. He said, "What a stupid man you are. How many times have you been insulted during this?" The guy just laughed. He said, "Why don't you ask me how many times I've succeeded?" Because as they fail, that's how they succeed. I'm doing my trial and luck. I knock. You not like you, I will go. If you agree, I will enter. It's like Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is knocking on your door. If you not open door for Jesus, now you not get salvation. If you open door for her, salvation is yours. The guy is like Jesus. Good news. You don't want it, I go. You want, I come. So Ned, I don't see what you have done wrong. That I don't think you are the worst man. I mean, Baba when he did that. So these Senate are busy discussing issue of women when Fubara they decide to sack Fubara. Football and matter not concerned them. They God help us. Anyway, let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we need to read the papers today because I'm sure the Nigerian papers have a lot of stuff. Today is a day we don't ignore the Nigerian papers. I don't think we should do that today because they must have a lot to tell us. But before we do that, let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we're going to read the papers. Young women, take a look at take your papers with you because you're going to read it out for us. Let's go on a break. Don't go away. Today is a day. President Tinubu, the Minister of Petroleum, has declared a state of emergency in Rivers State. One of the accusations is that the governor failed to act because they destroyed oil tank. Oil pipe is being That's what concerns minister. As a president, he said there's nothing he can do. The court could not do it. So he has to act. Let's clap for him. Let's come back. We're going to stay right back.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. Nigeria Week London 2025 is coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
And welcome back, people. This is Wake Up Nigeria, and we are here. Yeah, Benjamin, this was on the road. Benjamin, we caught you, but you're welcome. No problem. It's allowed. It's allowed. Yes, we can get up and go back. Why not? Zakwa Pane. Anyway, we're looking at the state of emergency in the person now and the River State. We don't know how people. I wish I would have the guests from the to tell us what's going on in the state at the moment. But in the absence of that, let's take a look at some of the papers. Maybe we'll be able to ascertain what are the temperature of the region as we speak. So let's start with the Punch. Punch at the stage. So the Punch has a lot for us here. If somebody can just help us to go through that. But one of the headlines there is soldiers tank move into Rivers State House, the government house.
Soldiers tank move into Rivers government house.
Yes. And that is really well. So they're going to go and tell the governor, you cannot get out from the house now. That's what they do. All right. I don't know where Fubara will go. I feel sorry for him, though.
Yes.
But there's another disturbing image at the bottom here. And this is the thing. I'm happy they put this together. Libya to deport over 170.
It said Libya to deport over 170 Nigerians.
Yes. See? All right.
That's so shocking.
Sometimes I'm going to say, what are they going to do there? Why are they even going anyway? Why are the people going? Nigeria is pushing young people to run. And most of them are misguided, yes. But the country is making, I don't know who is passing this wrong narrative. That it's always better in a place like Libya. Even Nigeria is ready to move to Cotonou.
Yes.
There
have been different hill reports coming from Libya. That is a very dangerous place, mostly for women.
It was initially Libya under Gaddafi. Libya under Gaddafi was okay. A lot of Nigerians went there. But when Gaddafi fell and the government collapsed, it now became a transit camp for those going to Europe.
Europe, yeah.
So when they got there, they found that it wasn't that easy. So they had to stay in transit camps and very unpalatable conditions. So instead of remaining there indefinitely, some even give birth while there. And a lot of things are happening to Nigerians who want to get
Yes,
to Europe.
there's been a lot
So
of
instead, they now have options. Instead of remaining there, do you want to go back to your country? You see, that is the position they have found themselves.
there's been a lot of
You know?
reports coming from Libya, like terrible, including girls they've been
In my
selling
own
out there for prostitutions.
in my own opinion, I think these 170 Nigerians that are coming back home should be happy because I don't know how they are able to stay in Libya in the first place. The first time I seemingly
Yes.
set foot on the Libyan soil, for me, what I experienced was fear because I saw the president's image there, very, very,
Look at that face.
scary. It looked scary to me. It was practically ball bearing on you. I was on a flight to the UK and we had to do a transit, and it was through Libya. I was really, really scared. I couldn't wait to leave that place. So for a Nigerian to go to Libya and stay, the question is, permit me to speak pidgin English. What do you they do for there? What do you find go Libya? They should be glad they are coming home.
Many of them didn't go there to stay. Many of them didn't go there
Okay.
to stay in Libya. They were actually like going there to pass through Libya. They deceived most of them that is an easy route
To go to
to go
Italy.
to Italy, all those European countries. And many of these people being deported, many of them will go into depression because they plan
We have
going from Libya to Europe. Many of them have sold their properties here, including their businesses. And at the end of the day, they are being deported from Libya back to Nigeria.
at this
I think
point,
it will
I
be a huge
think
loss
the
to so many
chairman
of them.
will
Something
come
to
in.
celebrate.
We should, in the days ahead, we should be looking forward to hearing from her. She will definitely say something about this development. The truth is, there are stories that are not heard. There are stories that are not told, about what's really happening to Nigerians in Libya. I have seen clips, videos online of Nigerians that are subjected to the worst inhuman form of treatment in Libya. So
Yes.
when they say they are deporting 170 Nigerians back to Nigeria, the question is, what about the ones that are in the system? What about the ones that are being held captives? There are folks that are being held captives in that place.
This morning, thank you very much. This morning, I saw, like I said, Mary, you're welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, Daddy Chris. Good morning, everyone. Good
Good
morning,
Mary, good
everyone.
to see
morning.
you again. Eh,
You're welcome,
Thank,
Mary.
Nowadays,
thank.
Mary was married to Wiki. We just got her back. Anyway, what we saw is this. This morning, on my social on our group, my community group, I saw they said if you have somebody in Morocco, go and look for him now because they just killed so many of us there, over 700. And I saw that image. Is something I could not share here. That is the kind of things a Nigerians will go through when you accept to become a second class citizen elsewhere. You're on mute, man. Vivian, you're on mute. See,
Unmute
the
your mic.
day, yeah, the day I said you're on mute. The day you move your leg out of your mother's land, you already, even the day I left Ogara, I have stepped out of my main home. Even when I stay anywhere in Nigeria, I'm already out, away from home. Now, when you step out of the country, you are an
your
alien.
comfort zone, so to say.
You are an alien. That's who we are here. No, then even Jesus Christ said it that you cannot give the food of the children to the dogs. It's not me. It's not in the Bible. A woman came to Jesus looking for miracle. He said this miracle is for the Jews. But I saw people go to Jesus, but okay, take since you are persistent. So you're eating from the cross. That's what we're talking. Now the remains, now they give you. And that is what we find ourselves. But we did not pass this message well to people at home. Even when I say it, they don't believe me. So what can I say? Say that please come home. Believe me, children, I am trapped. You know what I made a movie called Disoriented Generation. I described the generation of us that grew up in Africa that come down here as disoriented because you leave a home, you are here, you have no hope. You don't know when you could fit in. You know, funniest thing now, my case is the worst. When I get to my village, they don't know me anymore. Because I lost track of my friends. I'm lucky that I grew up there. So I have few friends. The new generation that are there, they don't know me. Now, I am not, am I going to be British? In fact, in Britain before, you don't even get friends like that. They don't know each other. And my neighbor here, I don't know them.
Yes.
So you come to a life. I don't know what is really exciting in people coming to UK. But I won't say it anymore because I'm deceiving them. Oh, I don't want
If
them
our country system were to be better, would anyone want to leave?
No, you know what I say? We call our University of Chateau. Now Belgium will bring that one. It's a
Because of the situation of the country.
It be like a bonus society. You enter, you know, fit talk. Wait till your eyes see. All you see is an increase. Carry one motor come. You carry one dead motor come from Belgium. So the life don't better pass your home.
Sir Chris.
Yes.
In the 70s, traveling to the UK was people practically begged to travel. I mean, they didn't have to travel to the UK. As at that time, the pound to the naira was like the pound was like I'm even confused now in between. The naira was so good, people didn't have to travel to the UK.
Yes, 1 to 1. The dollar was even less than the naira.
Yes, in 1979 it was 1 to 1. I remember. It was 1 to 1. Even though I was a kid then, I was young then, but I still read it up. It was 1 to 1. So right now, I'm praying and I'm hoping, I'm looking forward to that time when people will only want to travel to the UK for holiday.
In fact,
you travel out for holiday.
People in Britain, let me tell you, only 23% of Americans have international passports. Only 23%. They're not traveling. They don't need to go anywhere. They go within America for holiday. We have holiday resort in Nigeria.
And in terms of holiday, have you been to Obudu Cattle Ranch? I think someday we will do tourism on the show.
No, let's go.
When
I look at my village, I will carry you go inside. We'll go inside of the back. If you carry bed, can I go inside my village? No, you go from Popo for her. Now that one be real love. Color TV. Go there. Yeah. I can't Color TV go there. No, this is the thing you're supposed to be doing. Sometimes
Nigeria is beautiful.
No, you know the problem is it's always greener on the other side. It's greener, and I cannot blame them. You know, sometimes I don't talk anymore. I made a movie called Fantasy when I was trying to say that the fantasy.
Conditions have worsened over the years, no doubt.
Yeah, but again, the orientation is what is really killing us. You know, somebody sold his house. They were my tenant here. They sold their house. The man is a banker. Both of them were a banker, and they left. And the man is happy to be a cleaner in the hospital here. He's happy. He's even happy. He said, I'm in London. Okay, you were almost a general manager of a bank. Now you are a cleaner in the hospital. You are happy. I was looking at him. And didn't say anything. No. He said he's giving his daughter a better life. Thank God, I only one daughter I get. Which kind of better life you won't give the girl? At the end of the day, that guy will not be able to, it's going to become the Prime Minister of England. Now, wow. Not be UK, but now England. I'm going to leave you alone. Listen, we have a problem. And that's why any meaningful person will be praying for that country called Nigeria. And rather than just praying, that's why I say now, we don't pray, we don't tire. We're going to hold them to the book accountable. Prayer not going to solve this one. When we see this act of dictatorship that happened today, we should say to him,
I
no,
also
sir. Like that child, that poor guy said, I did not insult you, but you are a terrible president. The guy said it 10 times. I did not
President.
insult you, sir.
the statement.
I only pass judgment on your leadership. That cannot be a
On
bad
your
thing.
presidency.
If your daughter tell you something, say, Baba, I don't like what you do. If I be you, I will take it behind. I go slap her there, maybe now so what Papa they do. But when you come go back, you say, keep calm first. What do you talk that time? You have your mate. But you go decide, as you they beat her, you they correct yourself. Children need to say it out. And the only thing that annoys me is the only medium that children are using to say it out is where this man, when other guy call out, now call they tell somebody they block them.
Next.
Not me call out PD, but if there's somebody now we can call we can mark no.
Then you need to have an office. So that when you are talking, we know your office to come and meet you there.
You know, say if you I swear, even if me and we can get quarter now, we can go tell me something I don't go fit sleep. That man matter. I don't know what we can net throw one bomb to. We can tell us what did that one they talk. Say no mind that video file. We came out. We came out. No, if anybody we came for that place, you can't shame the shameless. Wike is a shameless bagger, so leave him alone. When I see Wike they come, if the party I will pass here because I don't think I can face him. As strong as I think I am, he's going to say something that
you don't know what he will tell you.
No, you don't know where it's going to come from that man's mouth. So I have to give him credit for that. Anyway, Nigerians, we need to move forward. The only place we have is Nigeria. You know, this act of Libya still deporting us. In those days, there's something we call Ghana must go. Now Nigeria must go. We never see the bag go. Because we get the bag, Ghana must go. Now Nigeria must go.
Nigeria must go.
Discover the Ghana will show us. Ghana will show us because we get Ghana must go. Now everybody know Ghana must go. You know what? Those of you who are born today, Mary and Evening, you know what it means of Ghana must go?
Yes, sir.
Why is it called Ghana must go?
According to what I heard, I think it was when Nigeria were asking them to leave Nigeria. So I think maybe we were better. We had a better.
Ghanaians were all over Nigeria. They come from greener pasture, and we deported our brothers in the slogan, and they were carrying that bag. That bag, the bag we use now, is what they put their stuff when we're deporting them home. That is what we call it Ghana must.
But Nigerians are going there now.
No, now it's Nigeria must go. Clap for Tinubu and his regime. All these people, all these terrible people the girl was talking about. If a girl like that won't want to run out of the country, she's crying that she cannot afford a crate of eggs.
The judgment of Tinubu shows how sentimental it can be. Honestly. If he's saying that there are issues in River State, what's the cause of the issue? Why is he painting it? He knows fully well that Wike started the whole drama. And I was expecting if he say he wants to suspend Fubara for 6 months, Wike should also face same penalty. So why should Wike go scot-free? And you are the president. So there are no military personnel in River State. A Calabar man should come and rule River State. How? No, now. Is it that we should care about the president's happiness? Because I know he's trying to kind of make sure that this state is under him, which just for his own selfish reason, maybe because of the election 2027.
You need to win, oh.
But you should know that
one of the states that costs good luck.
This pipeline bombing will start, and it's going to affect the economy because do you think it's easy to fix one when they start destroying it?
You know what was happening? You are right. You know, during good luck, those River State cost good luck Jonathan presidency. River State too cost Atiku presidency, or perhaps our brother had Peter Obi won Rivers, maybe Peter would have been president today. Good luck used to get 2 million votes from River State. Then he had problem with Amaechi. That was how good luck trouble came down. So Tinubu is not. Tinubu They two. He's playing politics. He want to make sure. In fact, Tinubu is going to
Yes,
take over the
my annoyance is that at the Chris, most of the money we get in Nigeria is the Ijaw people that fund Nigeria. Let's not paint it. Ijaw people.
Yes.
We know
I agree with you.
But they suffer the most. Look at that. They started bombing
Nigeria's oil is. I don't know how Rivers people are
Ijaw people
coping
that
with
fund
all of this.
Nigeria.
Honestly.
Anytime that anybody is the president, they want to capture the state. They are fighting the state. So the Ijaw people
Mary, you don't understand. Mary, if I tell you, you are right. The Ijaw, and you know what? There's a research that shows that the Ijaw are the oldest tribe in Nigeria.
But they are not even gaining anything.
They are the oldest tribe.
The first day I visited Bayelsa, I was amazed. I couldn't
This
believe it.
weekend, some of them are making the Igbo people when they come there. Come conquer them. Let's understand the truth.
That's why they keep denying that they are not Igbos, so that
Exactly.
you know that
they are not really Igbo now. They are the Ijaw people.
denial.
Ijaw is different from Igbo.
Yes, I
Ijaw
know.
is different from Igbo.
I know.
Let's be clear. They are different from Igbo. We are Robos. We share the same boundary with them here. You know, and we know what we're talking about. Between the Ijaw, the Robos, and the Shekiri, this is where the Nigerian oil money is coming from. But go to our
At
land.
this point, at this point, I want to ask you a question. What is your opinion? What do you think if this were the situation in a northern state? Assuming Rivers,
Yes.
Bayelsa, and Delta State, these three states, they are states in the north. Do you think they will allow what is happening right now?
Nigeria would have they would have broken Nigeria already.
The president would have been one
country.
interest.
We will
The
not be one
president would
country
have been
already.
this kind of interest if it was a
this
northern
oil
state.
were to be in the north, Nigeria would have broken long ago.
Yes, that
They
is
don't have any use for
why
us.
this crisis,
Then we
why
go
this
with the
crisis
oil.
has been happening in the
Then
north.
we go away with
President
the
would
oil
have
and
taken
tell
this
me
kind of
you
You know what?
control.
Let's not even go there. Now, not as God will still punish them. They have so much deposited in place like Zafara. All these states, there's no state in Nigeria where there's no deposit, mineral deposit. So
Yes.
the mistake is because the northerners are now used to oil. Everybody in Nigeria is used to oil. Oil. Nobody wants to work. Even the West. You know, look and get to Lagos today. Which money they take you to Lagos? Not be the oil money.
That's it.
No, we'll talk through. You understand? Sometimes we are here and what we say every day we say they're sharing oil money. Where's the oil money coming from? So that's why the Minister of Petroleum was able to come out today. I call him Minister of Petroleum, not the President of Nigeria. The Minister of Petroleum has spoken. He spoke as the Minister of Petroleum, not as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He would have been more rational.
It's even funny hearing Tinubu speak. He's not coming out to speak on the people that have been crying as regards the bad economy. But look at the way he put so much interest in Rivers State.
In fact, for a state of emergency, we're expecting him to set state of emergency on the security situation in Nigeria, on hunger.
So it's
okay.
just for their own interest. Look at the kind of judgment
And now he must win the next election. He must win the next
Which is not
election.
supposed.
And then Tampolo are the best, bro. If Tampolo gets sense, you know, but anytime that you see Tampolo go come praise Tinubu because they don't give a 4 billion naira contract every month. You understand? So the people that can speak, they don't take oil. Good luck night betray us pass. I see talk at it tomorrow. Had it been Ibori, go had it for their prison before the election. I swear. You see, some of these things, you ask me a difficult question, I will not answer. If I follow that one, we go begin fight, even those of us in this answer. You know what you not go do, Roboma? Roboma go bring oil. You go, Shekiri go get oil. The capital where they Asaba, Malai. Asaba they produce oil. When I see Asaba, when I see oil for Asaba. Now our money they don't take that. They never know Asaba be before. Now our money they don't take construct Asaba again. Fact, the Shekiri man and the Robo man should be ashamed. The Ijaw man, Shekiri man, you should all be ashamed of yourself. Because what they're going to do, they're going to fight internally. And somebody will penetrate them. Look at the two Ijaw men fighting. Not in the benefit of the people. Yoruba man don't come divide them now. You know what's so funny? Let me tell you, the people agitating for Nigeria. To answer your question, we need to read the papers. Because we don't go too far. Vivian, the Yorubas are fighting for Nigeria. They want to do the state. When they draw the map, they included Niger Delta. in their map. Biafra, then they draw their map. They put their Niger Delta. What they are looking for, now one thing.
It's the oil.
So we now will be slave. Anybody when it
And
comes to
let Arewa draw their own.
They're going to us,
Sir, Sir Chris, will you be surprised if Arewa draw their own?
We can
And they also include.
Arewa say we be saying that they get us, so say we be their property.
We don't need it.
Arewa don't say no from that region na their own. He said according to they prove one thing. He said geographically, he said their land based on the size of their land, say that they occupy the river, all the things where they the river na their own.
Are you serious, sir?
Yes, so we be their wife.
They actually said this.
We are even funny.
We be their wife. When they lie, they can't give us belle.
Every person can fetch all this kind of money that we are
They spoke to before now.
That's one thing
They
we
said
say.
They spoke to before.
They said it. So there you see the Hausa man go claim. Yoruba man claim. Igbo man claim. We be their wife. Mona can't give us belle. You see, a time, a day. And see, where we are as a country, when people like Tinubu, that this is what Obasanjo did too. Then let me tell you one thing. I'm going to say it on this platform today. Only 2 governors have been prosecuted for fraud outside the country. One, Bayelsa. Number 2, Delta. Ibori and the other late one. Obasanjo just sold them out because they were asking for control. That this oil you are taking from our land, let us get some share of it. They became enemy of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Because they have skeleton in their cupboard, they were easy to be trapped. They are not innocent, but because they have skeleton, it becomes an escape to put them away. And Nemesia is dead. Ibori was clever to plead guilty. He has served and come back. Now the 2 of them thief money pass for Nigeria. What were these 2 people asking for? Till today, have you seen any governor from this area asking for resource control? If you try and you go prison, try. Of course, they not even get the idea. Have you ever heard the Odua trial? Did you ever hear Ibori when he try it? Only Ibori now get the brave heart. And Ibori carry the whole they say there. The time will come, we'll go write different book. History will be rewritten. The time will come. Now, what is happening today? Now they open wounds when they don't heal. You're insulting a particular set of people that you keep. How many times they go? Say, but Mali say, how long shall they kill our prophet?
While we stand beside and look.
But some say it's just a part of it. The book, not to fulfill the book. In Jesus' name, what will do the papers, Mary? Let's go. Second paper, please.
Okay, I will see the punch.
Yeah, we're on the punch. We've seen the punch. We saw punch. When there's any beautiful headline, we can still take on it. Then we go to the next one.
Okay, I didn't know the ones they took. Maybe we'll just see the trust.
Yeah, let's take a look at the Daily Times. It's not going to be so different. But one would like to see.
We have just one headline. Almost, it's just about the rivers everywhere.
Yes.
All the papers. Yeah. The states of emergency.
Okay, and I think the PDP. What are the PDP governors saying? Is it the governor of PDP? And who is making that statement? Who is speaking for the PDP?
Atiku said something as well. He said what Tinubu did, right? They were against it now, which is the truth. Like, it was not supposed to make that kind of a press release he made yesterday. Was it in Tinubu's place to do such? I thought that there are processes to impeachment. Or I know they didn't impeach him, but even the suspension, there are processes to this things. You just woke up one day and you came to announce that you have suspended.
But he couldn't have just woken up and come to this. they must have deliberated. So it makes me, it puts a question mark on his team, his aides, the people around him. Does he not have, I mean, folks, people who can give him the right advice on this? It pains my heart to know that all of this, at the end of the day, is all about the oil in Rivers State.
Yes, right. Two things for Tinubu. Tinubu personally want two things. He wants to secure Rivers State in 2027, and he needs the oil. It's a strategic state for him. That's why Wike is there with him in Abuja.
When I heard about the expression,
Wike, could you be loved? Have you heard? Could you be loved? That's what Mama was saying. But now that they love you, Wike, one day you will know.
Like this was the statement that Dele Momodu made. He said, "Those who fail to learn the lessons of history often becomes its victims. I have nothing but pity for those who seek to capture Nigeria, either brazenly or instead of a simple call to Wike by the president asking him to face his assignments in Abuja and leave Rivers State alone. Tinubu prefers to overpamper a troublemaker by throwing away an elected government through the back door," which is the truth.
Yes. My message to the president is: are you saying the court does not have the wisdom or the power to actually impeach him if need be?
Well, the court answers to the president.
That's true. And that is Wike was able to build houses for our judges. May
But
God save us.
now that the quiz is saying that PDP reject emergency rule in Rivers, says Tinubu lack power to suspend elected governor.
Oh, it's not
the
the
I hope they are not just
waking up.
what can they do about it?
Just
Is
waking up.
Wike still one of them? PDP should be ashamed. Is Wike one of them?
They are saying, man, is that what's the action? It's not by saying, it's not by the words. Are they going to do anything about it? They are all
just
coming
waking
out.
up.
They are coming out now to complain, right? That the president does not have power to suspend the governor. But what are they going to do about it?
How long did it take them to come to that?
Too much talk, no action.
Sir Chris, there is a proverb in Yoruba that says that the witch cried yesterday and the child died today. Ajeke lano, omo ku loni. The pipeline explosion, at what point in time did it happen?
Good.
And at what point in time did the president come out to say, to give that speech where the military, where he imposed a state of emergency in Rivers State?
Emergency.
How do you correlate the two?
And why can you blame a governor? Wait, does the governor control the apparatus, the military apparatus? Does he control the security apparatus? The question
The security,
is,
yes.
what does the governor control?
That is a good question.
Is the governor in charge of security in Nigeria? Do they have police? Does the governor control the police? No.
There was a time they were agitating for that autonomy, state autonomy.
And now you're blaming him that he didn't do anything. Whereas
I don't think that bill sailed through.
Honestly, everybody is complaining. Nobody expects this judgment. This judgment by the president is unpredicted. Like, we could not even predict that this is what he would do. It was unpredictable. Like, I didn't expect that is the kind of way he thinks.
No, you shouldn't be surprised.
I hope that he suspend him, that he will bring him back. Let's hope that the president will bring him back.
And if it's in Nigeria, so you believe that 6 months is 6 months? You believe that 6 months is 6 months?
6 months is indirectly saying indefinitely.
Are you not saying that I've removed Fuwara? Stylishly removed him. Who is bringing him back in 6 months' time?
Yes.
You know that we
can. That's 1 whole year gone.
It's gone.
He's even working with them. Because I don't understand. We all know the panic is not because of 6 months. The panic is that we know that.
You see, normally, our hope would have been the judiciary or the house.
The people that are up, is it the one that we was building houses for? So what are they going to do?
What about the house? What about my brother when he like Natasha? Natasha husband.
A lot must have happened behind.
So you didn't know that Akpabio went to visit Wike yesterday? Did you see the news? They went to visit him. These people are working together.
And
I don't even want to pass the image because the image, I saw the image that
That's the reason why I say a lot has happened behind closed doors.
I
They're
saw
just
the
showing
image.
us what they want
I
us to
don't
see.
know if bringing it out because it was not news that Papa went to visit Wike in his residence and news were carrying it and they were together taking pictures.
And
Are
you
they
know the
celebrating the downfall of Fubara?
And this is how the Senate suspended
That man is a ghost, so Wike. He's a strong force on his
Now
own.
if you come out and increase and dance, it's a celebration to Fubara's downfall. That is what it means. Of all days, it was yesterday that Akpabio will go and visit Wike in his residence. So he does not know Wike's residence since only yesterday. This country is in a mess. Honestly.
Wike is a strong force. He's a ghost on his own.
Anyway, if they are not, we are up against. See, two things happened today in Nigeria, and I think it should be recorded. One, the president passed a state of emergency, and then, which is the Senate, and the led by Senate and led by Akpabio, proposed by NED, they are passing a state of emergency
Sorry to say, NED's issue is personal. Ever since bloggers tried to spoil his marriage with the young lady Regina, he has took everything personal for himself. This thing is
now bloggers not for marriage.
Yes, now they were the one that carried the rumor that he impregnated the other actress, right? That made the wife to deactivate her Instagram account, and she came back. So he felt like they are intruding into his privacy because if he's having issue today with his last wife, it was still.
If you cannot take smoke, why you go into the kitchen? Once you click on a public office.
So are you trying to say he's not speaking for like the interest of the people?
You cannot even control it. Somebody can decide to hide their identity and start spreading rumor on the net. You can't control bloggers and what they do. There's no way that we have offices.
You should respect those who have confirmed. No, what are they saying? Wait. Ned, maybe Ned not go school, now lawyer be. For you to be on Facebook, there's one thing they say confirm. That is the way Facebook confirm your identity, make you a legal entity on Facebook. For you to be on Instagram, if you look at the one, they say confirmed pages. All these people is fighting now, they are not, some of them are not even confirmed. The people spreading the real news. Anybody that is confirmed will not spread any fake news.
That's it.
So you are telling me that Facebook is not controlled. You could not even control your press. Have Nigeria been able to control the press? Now they give them envelope. Now you want us to live on the people you give envelope. Nigeria, do we still have press in Nigeria? Don't know when they give my envelope finish, and I go see talk. When they give my envelope,
Wike said they say I cannot come to Rivers State, so I decided to come.
Maybe he wants to be able to suppress.
Who are they to tell me that I cannot come to Rivers State? Who then be? This man is very stubborn.
Wike is a force on his own. It's power.
Hey, somebody you don't want. If they take Wike, they swear for person.
So many are scared of him.
You don't stop there.
So many are scared of him.
If you're not scared of Wike, you don't
There are so many scared of him.
I said when he deal with Ned, he tell
the ex governor was saying no fine Wike.
Wike man.
When he was advising Fubara, he said don't find Wike.
Wike na that guy picking when they judge case were in those days when they small. But he go make point now.
I don't speak for the people of Rivers. You see heavily armed military men entering the states. Yes, I dropped the video very late. Entering the states. So you that is the Rivers State, you just have to respect yourself. Hide yourself because it's not like before again.
We're gonna see this unfold in the coming days because I'm sure that a lot is going to happen in Rivers. But I know it's like I want to tell the president.
Yes.
A lot.
And a lot is going to happen because when America took over Iraq, they were thinking that they went into a free sale. They got into the place. All the Iraqi people, they went on exile. They go underground. When they come out, you go not believe. They're going to threaten your men in Rivers State in a way you might understand. And you don't want to. Of course, they've silenced about the big boys. Alas, Tompolo now, I don't give Tompolo 4 billion naira every month. So Tompolo will be among because that's how they're going to succeed. You see what the white people use, they fight the divide and rule. Give one. You know, that's why they get Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom go be the slave for the house. Now they beat the slave outside. So you make one slave more important than the other. So Tompolo is more important than us. You give Tompolo 4 billion, Tompolo will be beating us. Hey, don't touch the thing, don't touch the thing. Who are you defending it for? You're defending it for your slave master. Clap for Tompolo. See, this step now is what we're going through today.
Daddy Chris, Tompolo, is it not a Bayelsa resident?
No, it's even from Delta State. But they
all
all
they have
started busting the Bayelsa pipeline. No, I hope they have started.
They work everywhere.
Rivers State has issue. Bayelsa have started reacting to Rivers issue. So they are paying him. I think it's time for him to work now. Let him go and start looking at what those boys are doing. Yes.
Sir Chris.
Yeah.
When you have pipeline explosions, vandalization, all happening sporadically, how will all of this impact on the Nigerian economy? At the end of the day, businesses will be impacted.
Like you can see already, the Guardian already reported that the river pipeline explosion may cost 35 billion a day.
That's not the problem with that, though. That's not the problem with that. Yes.
So when you see this, the Minister of Petroleum immediately reacted. That's what you saw the minister doing now. But somebody must have even caused this. Don't be surprised that the people that caused this might be the people that want to declare this state of emergency. They're looking for good excuse. Where Fobara for go organized men, can't go blow pipe. Tell me, how did Fobara organize men? Because it's Fobara that organized it. Fobara is not in charge of security. Where did he organize men to go and blow pipe? So that's why he did not react, as if you gave him power to react. So if we get, you see, all this we are saying, I'm not even angry with them. It's wicked that sold us out. For my people say, the rat when the day inside house, nice show road for the one on the outside.
So that where are other men in River State?
They are there. They will come back.
Where are other men?
Goodluck should be ashamed of himself.
Goodluck should be ashamed. The people that have been governors before Wike, where are other men in River State? Why are they calm in the whole situation?
Of course. Even I say, I don't know Wike.
You want to face Wike? Even the ex-governor was advising for
I think the former governor
be careful of Wike. If you want to raise war with Wike, then you are in a serious
trouble. Now the court has opened matter on Odile. Because Odile won't support Wike, they don't open matter now, so they won't prosecute the man.
No, Peter Odile was with Fubara. I think he was using
that's why now they won't prosecute him now.
Yes.
They want to prosecute him now. Say for what he do since. Now they remember.
That's the truth.
Have you
heard Amechi speak? Because Amechi speak now is the problem. Then that means Nigeria is being controlled by just two people. Let's leave it like that.
There be three. Wike, Tinubu, and Baba. Well, like Natasha.
Akpabio.
Yes.
Akpabio.
They are the three wise men. If those three wise men visit you, your life will change.
When Ned was making that speech, did you hear what Akpabio said? You know, Akpabio was there as the president of the Senate.
Of course, now you know what it
was they support everything that will favor them.
Of course.
They will support.
If now you don't go support, not be the social media, not be root in Yash. When the senior president was talking about the comment, he said the social media. He always said the social media should find out. You understand? Because the trouble is going to come from social media. Not the people. He can pay NTA. NTA will never say anything. The traditional press will never say anything. They have the same envelope. If you say anything, get envelope. Who dare? So the only people that will say something is actually the social media. So the enemy of the Nigerian state is social media. Next, you say when they stop them. I don't understand. So they are your enemy. Because there is hardly any traditional newspaper that will say something bad about you. You know the truth. But anytime when somebody they do things alone, they think. When only you they think before you know you don't think with other. That's all we go talk about. And of course, that you go big word. You must learn to take opposition as a credit, as a good thing. When people tell you things, you may not even agree, but go back and think about it. All this is our going through in Nigeria today. All this drama is all money cannot even solve the problem. We don't need the money we are looking for now. Anyway, guys, you guys have done well. I think we've done the little we have to do today. I just want people to take a look at what the Guardian have to say. If we just show the people what Guardian is saying, so that they know. I know Daily Trust will always say something interesting, but just what Guardian have to say today is that that's what I shared on the platform already. Uh-huh. But
Okay.
what is Wike saying there? PDP kick as Wike revoked.
NWC.
Yeah. I know say PDP don't revoke the premises of PDP. Their premises, I never see them, where their office is has been revoked.
No, that decrease, he said they are owing no ground rent since
So
January
oh,
2006 till January 2025 until they finish the payment for now. You understand? Until they clear everything.
in fact, we can reach now. And the same PDP, in the see the carry the card member of the PDP. Or it's a PDP in process. They make Jesus help us. Because we need God to come out. Because when they disturb God, but we go see call him. Benjamin, who do we call upon? Is it not God? That's what Benjamin always say. Let's wait for God. I know say Benjamin will say God.
Of course.
So let's wait for God. My people, there's fire on the mountain.
So they have been owing ground rent for 20 years. And it now that Wike knows that he will react. Wow, kudos. They are doing enough.
If you don't fear Wike, you don't get wisdom. That's all I have to say.
Only Wike alone is a
The
small
question that
force.
comes to mind is what did PDP do to Wike that he's hitting them like this?
You know, PDP, you understand, Wike was in a state that there's a lot of money, even when he was a governor. The governor of Rivers State, you know how much oil goes there? You know how much Rivers get in a month? That is a floating cash. We're talking of people that can play with money. Let me tell you this. The allocation that comes to Delta State is equal to the allocation that goes to the 5 eastern states. Anambra, Imo, Abia, Ebonyi, and the other one. The money they get a month, Delta State own is equal to, it's more than them. So is Rivers. So you can imagine when the governor of Delta State is talking, it's 5 governors talking. When Rivers State governor is talking, it's 5 governors. He has the money. Have you seen our history so far? Make I talk on another verse. Delta State.
And Chris, you know that what goes around comes around. If Tinubu is giving the military the power to the Rivers Assembly, I mean, you should know that. What if tomorrow, because they are gaining power, they come back to Aso Rock? You understand? I hope you will not feel bad.
No, don't worry.
It's already giving military power. They will come
The
back.
people you give power are the people that always come and fight you.
Yes, in case they come back to Aso Rock, let it be your record though. In case they come back tomorrow, just know that he started it. He started this game.
In fact,
Because
if I'm the president, I will not even play with Rivers State because it's a sensitive state. Rivers has produced Asari Dokubo, he go dey cry now because Asari is supporting they tell us say Asari no, but nobody go sue sorry for Asari. Asari say if Tinubu fail, make we come hold am. Asari come make we hold you now. Now they cry. Tinubu fell out. Tinubu fell out. Now sit down, see yourself. This is what Asari did. To follow your time, they come. You don't see Asari don't cry, you will cry. Because when they take that contract from you finish now, matter don't finish you. The only reason you are praising him is the 4 billion naira month. But I'm not blaming the guy. If every month 4 billion they land from my account, I don't know how I want to behave.
Yes,
I go marry 50 women. Tomorrow, this guy say Make let me and Benjamin talk. Benjamin, if you dey collect 40 billion every month, what you go do? See
Yes.
color TV for the side. They go say, you talk to the color TV, say you do bad. Talk true. Where do you do bad? God, may God help us. Anyway,
I will say anything when you talk now.
See, may God help. You know, we are in a country where money is. Some people are fighting with big money and the rest are not. We'll be talking about our governors not working. And that is not the problem. The president is not working. When I say the Ministry of Petroleum is the problem, the president of Nigeria refused to be Minister of Agriculture. He used to be Minister of Petroleum. And that is explained in the reaction of today. Petroleum state is the state that is of importance to our president. Why not? Maybe I'll do the same. But the time will come when things will happen differently. And maybe like we all waiting for God to come and do it. Because nobody could do what our young guy did.
Mm.
I'm happy Vivian was able to pick something from the young girl. The girl called us a coward. But today, I give credit to the Nigerian Bar Association for coming out. We want to really, you understand?
Somebody was behind her as well.
Oh, of course, somebody go not come this one now. Go not the support to Bar now. You know, somebody I just a rebel. I said, somebody, if you just add some economic strength to your idea, we'll be supporting you. You know, the days of rebel don't pass. We want somebody with a more constructive moving forward. You understand? That's what we're looking for. That's the only issue I have with him. Otherwise, it's always there to fight. But this time, we want a progressive movement. A movement with action. I came on the show one day and said, it is easy to oppose. Oppose, show me an example. I call on Atiku to set up something. Let us see how you can even lead it. You don't need to be president first before you start. That was my campaign that day. And remain my position. Anybody that is not doing anything
will come out again. Atiku will be talking the 2027 will come out again. PDP, I don't even understand them as a
party. PDP is the problem. Why you know, Atiku will continue to fail. They will continue to fail, my daughter. Don't worry.
He will buy tickets. He will not win for primary. When he wins, will not feel like he's going anywhere. Later after election, I don't understand. That's why they are not even moving forward.
I think we'll get forward. So we get one Igbo one. We'll get Igbo one.
What's my concern? Is there any of them that did not have Igbo wife? Does Tinubu son not marry Igbo woman? Tinubu son has a wife from the Igbo land as well. So Tinubu has Igbo in-law. Erifai. Did his son not marry Igbo woman? So what are we saying? That is not even the
issue. I get power.
Yes, Tinubu has a daughter-in-law that is from the Igbo land.
So I get power. Color TV. So carry our capital. So Babangida carry.
This is the beauty of is the beauty of it. Have you seen Tinubu's daughter-in-law? Have you seen Erifai's daughter-in-law? Those beautiful Igbo ladies. I get.
See what they tell us here. May God help all of us. You see, listen, I don't want to say anymore. Then we, Igbo people, na get power with our women. Mona continue. No, na so, that. Maybe Ruth na Igbo woman said. I mean, Esther people. People are leave us alone. Anyway, that's where we're going to end the show. We'll spend a lot of time today. And thank you all for joining me. Let's hope that the development will lead to something better. That the uprising will bring out the peace in us. Because that's what they said in South Africa.
Yeah, the news keeps coming.
Uprising will bring out the peace in us. Now, when people speak out, it's not always going to be bad. When people rise, it brings out the peace enough. Because then, if let's say they quarrel with your woman don't talk with the best one finish. Then maybe underneath the quarrel, you see why the anger is there. Then you address it. Peace will come. That's something I think we should all take from all this. But that's where we end the show today. My name is Adi Chris, and there's the powerful women from Srtv women. Don't forget their mouth. Will they take care? Because only me and Benjamin if we misbehave, they will tie us. But we are careful. So we try not to make noise. Because they are people. Try them. That's how we end it. Thank you very much for joining us. See you tomorrow.
Find your sanctuary in the heart of the city. Live the life you deserve in an exquisite apartment. Srtv Luxury Shortlet Apartment, Lagos.
is a place where your comfort is rest assured. Welcome to Srtv Chocolate Apartment, part of the prestigious Srtv Real Estate family. Why choose us? Prime location, nestled in the heart of Lagos, close to key attractions, business hubs, and vibrant nightlife. Modern interiors, fully furnished, stylish apartments designed to provide the ultimate comfort. Luxury redefined, vacation perfected. 24/7 security. Enjoy peace of mind with round-the-clock security and CCTV surveillance. Top-notch amenities, high-speed Wi-Fi, smart TV, air conditioning, fully equipped kitchen, and lots more. Perfect for business travelers, family vacations, romantic getaways, special events, and more. Book your stay today and experience Lagos like never before. Call +234 8143 582856 or +447 4388 93190 or email us at realestate@superiorradiotelevision.com. Srtv Chocolate Apartment, where comfort meets luxury.
Srtv. Innovative content, global audience.